Yo, what's good, fight fans? Welcome back to Ring Ruler, the home of heart-pounding boxing action, where we break down the biggest battles in the sport with all the energy and excitement you crave. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, and join our community of boxing diehards. Today, we're diving into an absolute classic, the Unification Showdown, between Mexico's pound-for-pound king, Saul Canelo Alvarez, and the USA's Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs. This middleweight masterpiece went down on May 4, 2019, at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. And trust me, it's a fight you don't want to miss. So, grab your gloves, settle in, and let's relive the high-stakes drama, the slick skills, and the raw power that made this one for the history books. Picture this. Cinco de Mayo weekend, the air buzzing with anticipation, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Canelo, the pride of Guadalajara, steps into the ring with a record of 51-1-2, 35 knockouts, holding the WBA, WBC, and Ring Magazine middleweight titles. This guy's a superstar, a technical wizard with a granite chin and a knack for delivering in the clutch. Across from him stands Daniel Jacobs, the Brooklyn Warrior with a 35-2 record, 29 KOs, clutching the IBF middleweight belt. Jacobs isn't just any challenger, he's a cancer survivor, a fighter who's defied the odds both in and out of the ring, earning his Miracle Man moniker. This wasn't just a fight, it was a clash of titans, a battle for middleweight supremacy, with 3 world titles and a legacy on the line. Now, before we jump into the action, let's set the stage. Canelo was coming off a career-defining win over Gennady GGG Golovkin in their 2018 rematch, a fight that cemented his status as boxing's biggest draw. He'd just moved up to super middleweight to crush Rocky Fielding, proving he could dominate across weight classes. But now, he was back at 160 pounds, hungry to unify the division. Jacobs, on the other hand, had faced GGG in 2017 and lost a razor-close decision that many felt he deserved to win. Since then, he'd been on a tear, snatching the IBF title from Sergey Derevianchenko in a gritty performance. The question on everyone's mind: could Jacobs' size, reach, and heart upset the Canelo hype train? The T-Mobile Arena was electric. Fans waving Mexican and American flags, chants of "Canelo, Canelo" echoing from the rafters, and a pro-Canelo crowd ready to erupt. Jacobs, the underdog at plus 600 odds, walked out to Jay-Z's Empire State of Mind, cool and composed. A black robe with red trims screaming Brooklyn pride. Canelo followed, striding to Vicente Fernandez's Mexico Lindo y Querido, soaking in the love from his fans. The ring announcer, Michael Buffer, did his thing. "Let's get ready to rumble," and you could feel the tension crackling. This wasn't just a fight. It was a cultural showdown, a chess match between 2 elite fighters with everything to prove. Round 1 kicks off, and it's a feeling-out process. Jacobs, standing 3.5 inches taller with a reach advantage, uses his jab to keep Canelo at bay. He's moving, circling, trying to dictate the pace with that long left hand. Canelo, though, is stalking, his head movement slick as ever, slipping punches and looking to close the distance. He's targeting the body early, those signature hooks digging into Jacobs' midsection. Not much lands clean, but Jacobs sneaks, a left hand through Canelo's guard, stealing the round on some scorecards. It's a tactical start, but you can sense the storm brewing. By round 2, Canelo's finding his rhythm. He's cutting off the ring, forcing Jacobs to the ropes, and those body shots are starting to add up. Jacobs' game, though, he's not just surviving, he's firing back with combinations, using his size to lean on Canelo in the clinches. The crowd's roaring every time Canelo lands a crisp counter, but Jacobs' jab is sharp, keeping the Mexican star honest. It's a chess match, folks, and both guys are playing at grandmaster level. Round 3 sees Canelo turn up the heat. He's slipping Jacobs' punches with that silky head movement, bobbing and weaving like a matador. A vicious left hook to the body has Jacobs wincing, and you can see Canelo's confidence growing. Jacobs fights back, landing a solid right hand, but Canelo's chin is rock solid. The Mexican superstar's defense is on point, and he's starting to walk Jacobs down, cutting angles like a predator circling its prey. The crowd's losing it, and Ring Ruler is right there with them, loving every second of this technical masterpiece. As we hit the middle rounds, the fight's intensity ramps up. Round 5 is where things get spicy. Jacobs pins Canelo on the ropes, unloading a flurry of punches, but Canelo's guard is like a fortress. He absorbs the shots, then fires back with a brutal uppercut that snaps Jacobs' head back. The Miracle Man doesn't buckle, though. He's tough as nails, coming forward with heart and landing a sneaky left hook. The back and forth is unreal, and you can see why this fight was billed as a 50-50 showdown. Both guys are landing, but Canelo's punches seem to carry more pop, especially to the body. Round 8 is a banger. Jacobs traps Canelo on the ropes, again, letting his hands go, but Canelo answers with a monster right hand that staggers Jacobs. The Brooklyn fighter waves him on like, "Come on, let's do this!" They trade power shots, and the crowd's on its feet. Jacobs is showing the heart of a champion, but Canelo's precision is surgical. According to CompuBox, Canelo's landing 45% of his punches, outpacing Jacobs's 25%, especially on power shots, 120 to 89 by the fight's end. That's the difference maker right there. By round 9, Jacobs lands arguably the best punch of the fight, a clean left hand that turns Canelo's head. He jumps on the opportunity, piling on pressure, but Canelo's chin holds up, and he fires back with a combination that silences the doubters. This is why Canelo's a superstar. He takes your best shot and keeps coming. Jacobs is giving it everything, but you can see the frustration creeping in. Canelo's bodywork is relentless, sapping Jacobs' energy, and his defense is making Jacobs miss more than he'd like. As we head into the championship rounds, it's clear this fight's going the distance. Round 11 is a masterclass. From Canelo, he's walking Jacobs down, landing crisp counters, and those body shots are paying dividends. Jacobs is still throwing, but his punches lack the zip they had earlier. Canelo's stamina and conditioning are shining through, and he's looking like the fresher fighter. The crowd's chanting his name, and you can feel the momentum swinging. Round 12, final round, and it's all on the line. Jacobs knows he needs something big, maybe a knockout, to steal this one. He comes out swinging, landing a few solid shots, but Canelo's too slick, slipping and countering with ease. A booming left hook from Canelo rocks Jacobs, and the arena erupts. Jacobs survives, showing that Miracle Man grit. But as the bell rings, you can sense Canelo's got this in the bag. The scorecards come in, 1-15, 1-13, 1-15, 1-13, and 116, 112, all for Canelo Alvarez. The Mexican superstar unifies the WBA, WBC, and IBF middleweight titles, moving to 52-1-2 and cementing his place as the king of 160 pounds. Jacobs, now 35-3, leaves with his head high, proving he belongs among the elite. Posts on X exploded after the fight, with our Sports Center calling it unanimous, and Complex Sports shouting "Viva Mexico!" The fans knew they'd witnessed something special. So, what made this fight so epic? First, it was a clash of styles. Canelo's precision, power, and ring generalship against Jacobs' size, heart, and technical skill. It was a chess match with sledgehammers, every round a battle of wits and wills. Canelo's body attack and defense were the X factors, but Jacobs' resilience and late rally kept it close. The scorecards, 115-113 twice and 116-112, reflected a competitive fight, though some, like Boxing News ED, called it a clear win for Canelo. Others, like Gennady Golovkin watching ringside, thought it was more like a sparring match. But let's be real, GGG's got his own beef with Canelo. This fight also had drama outside the ring. Jacobs reportedly came in 7 pounds over, the 170-pound rehydration limit costing him nearly $1 million from his $10 million purse. That's the kind of spice that makes boxing more than just a sport. It's a saga. Canelo's promoter, Oscar de la Hoya, called Jacobs a tough competitor, and even GGG admitted Jacobs' heart, shaped by his cancer battle, made him a unique challenge. This was a fight where both men left it all in the ring, and Ring Ruler is here for it. What's next for these warriors? For Canelo, this win set the stage for his historic run to become the undisputed super middleweight champ, taking out the likes of Caleb Plant and Billy Joe Saunders. For Jacobs, it was a reminder of his elite status, even in defeat. He's continued to fight top contenders, always bringing that miracle man spirit. If you want to see where they went from here, check out our other videos on Ring Ruler. We've got breakdowns of Canelo's biggest fights and more. Now, let's talk legacy. Canelo's victory solidified him as boxing's pound-for-pound king, a guy who's faced everyone from Floyd Mayweather to GGG and come out on top. Jacobs, meanwhile, proved he's no one's stepping stone, beating cancer, taking GGG and Canelo to the limit. His story's one of the most inspiring in the sport. Who do you think won this fight? Was it as close as the scorecard suggested, or did Canelo dominate? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the debate going. Before we wrap, let's give a shout out to the Ring Ruler community. You guys make this channel what it is. Your comments, your passion, your love for boxing keep us fired up. If you love this breakdown, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fight crew, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're dropping new fight highlights, breakdowns, and boxing news every week, so hit that bell to stay in the loop. Want to see more Canelo, more Jacobs, or maybe a deep dive into another classic fight? Let us know in the comments, and we'll make it happen. Oh, and one last thing, stick around to the end of this video for a special treat. We've got exclusive behind-the-scenes footage from the Canelo-Jacobs weigh-in, where things got heated, plus a sneak peek at our next big breakdown. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. This is Ring Ruler, where the fights never stop, and the passion runs deep. Until next time, keep your hands up and your chin tucked. Let's go, champs! Champs!